You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, 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 don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Power to undermine.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Al Stock Trades. What's going on? Okay, all right, guys. Let's go ahead and share the screen here. This guy here, Al's turning into no. Okay, first off, nothing that you saw here was financial advice. This is just a little bit of fun. A nice little song I like. So in this video, it's going to be pretty educational. We're going to go ahead and first off, excuse me, I am traveling. I'm actually in Baltimore now, which is an hour away from Georgetown. I'll be going back to Georgetown tomorrow morning, so I have to get to bed. But again, yes, obviously not financial advice. This is just a very entertaining video that we wanted to go ahead and do it. And what's going on, B-Rob? What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, James? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, so my apologies if the video is kind of weird. The internet's not that good. Schminternet, right? So hopefully this is going to be clear. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and do some analysis regarding Enphase and Tesla and Clover Health. And we're going to kind of show you exactly what I mean when I talk about free cash flow. So first, let's just go ahead and just kind of get to it. If we go to Wall Street here and go to Tesla real quick, I think it's a part of our stock terminal you guys want access. The drill. Coupon code expires at the end of the month. SAS, $1,000. Take advantage. Let's see. Okie dokie. So yeah, hope that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was really fun. All right. So you tell me when this thing becomes free cash flow positive, right? So it's negative. Up. It turned positive. We go. So in 2019. Went positive. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's just say let's go, where the hell is it? Let's go to intrinsic value, right? So now we know in 2019, this thing was positive, and we know, let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see net income. We know net income, which is right here, turned positive in 2020. So, if you go ahead, it doesn't take a, smart person to figure this out. But if you go to Tesla, and if you go to 2019 here, 2020, the thing basically shot up. Now, if you want to be pretty nifty, you can kind of go back to our stock terminal and go to free cash flow. You can see that free cash flow was actually Was it in 2013? Something happened in 2013. I have to figure it out. Was it free cash flow? Was it free cash flow? Something with cash flow in 2013. Something happened. You look at operational free cash flow. Yeah, if you look at operational free cash flow, it was negative, 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 and all of a sudden here it went positive for just a weird year in 2013, right? And that's for operational free cash flow. And if you go to Tesla in 2013, look, this thing went from $2, Tesla, right? And it jumped all the way up to, $12, right? So it went ahead and, 5x. Now just imagine if you knew about free cash flow. The question is, how much is it going to go up? Right? That's what most people have, like, oh, do we ever know? No one knows. No, we do know. It's called an intrinsic value. And that's what I'm going to show you. So if you go back here and let's just go to, so we said 2019 is when they became positive, free cash flow positive. Let's go ahead and now let's just take data from like 2017. So if you look at Tesla, like give me a time where Tesla was low. Yeah. So Tesla was around $13, let's say in 2016, right? So let's say you use 2016 data, right? Pretend we're in 2016. You look at the revenue for Tesla. They had around 7 billion of revenue. And then you go ahead and look at their gross margins. They're like, okay, they're doing pretty good. So we could go ahead and we can hit up, because we kind of have an understanding of what operational free cash flow was back then. So we can go ahead and assume, let's say anywhere between 5 to 10%, but we can go ahead and be a little more lenient here. Say $7 billion. We could say we take 5%, we equal it, do the same thing we did for Clover, right? 350 million for free cash flow. We're estimating around 350 million. We go 10 years into the future. You go knowing how like EVs are going to be. It's a small company. We're like, this thing is definitely going to grow. Just like how we do with Oscar Health and Alignment Healthcare, because they 45%. Then the outstanding shares back then, you got to go here. Where's the outstanding shares? Somewhere here. It's shares right here. So you go to 2016 because that's the number we're doing. They had about 2.1 billion, so 2163. So we do 2163. So you go ahead and do that, and you get a recession of 8, a bear of 20, and a bull of 42, right? And let me just go ahead and double check here to see if the share count is pretty good here. Yeah, it's right. It's right on average. Okay, so you do that and you get around $42, and then you look at Tesla, and then back then I said Tesla was around $13, right? 2016, frick, it was like $10, right? So $10, $12, $13. So you could have obviously from this intrinsic value, you could 4x your money, right? So the thing is, as time went on, you look at Tesla's growth rate in terms of its revenue. It went from 7 billion to 11 billion. Obviously, it's growing more than, it's pretty much doubling, right? So you could go ahead and do the calculation real quick to figure out kind of the double here. Or you could just go ahead and take 7 minus 4 divided by 4. It's growing 75% from 2015 to 2016. So you could go ahead and put 75% here, right? Again, you're trying to see in 10 years what it's going to look like, right? So if you guys don't know what I just did, is I just went ahead and this is using 2016 numbers, right? I went ahead and took the difference of 4 billion going to 7 billion, right? That's a 75% increase, right? All you got to do is take like, I don't know, like 7 minus 4 over 4, and you get 75%, right? So you do that and you put it in our intrinsic value with only 5% of estimation of free cash flow, right? You get a bull case of $259. Okay. You go to Tesla now. How much does it cost? It's too easy. It's too easy. It's easy peasy lemon freaking squeezy. Okay. So you're telling me in 2016, when the stock price was $13, you could have used the intrinsic value and looked at the growth rate And obviously, 75% growth rate of 350 million free cash flow. I know people say that's a lot of growth rate, but again, it's a growing company, right? You're estimating you're going 10 years into the future, assuming this was 2016. You're going 10 years and you're saying this thing, and you discount the free cash flow. You're saying this thing is going to end up growing at, whatever million of free cash flow it is growing at right now, right? If you look at the free cash flow here, this thing's doing a lot, right? So we use 2016 numbers when the stock price was $13, and we got $259 as the upper limit for the bull case. And you go to Tesla here and you go to the 52-week high and it's 278. You know what I mean? Guys, listen, this is using 2016 numbers, right? Remember, we just used the 7 billion and the growth rate here and the outstanding shares. That's pretty much what we use. And you can see we were able to calculate a $13 current market value. Imagine you're in 2016 right now. We're about to turn into 2017. We're in 2016. And you do the calculation and this is what you get. And it's the same methodologies we used for Clover Health. Okay. So there's that, right? You can see the power of the intrinsic value, the power of the stock terminal. This works. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's just open up Enphase. We'll type in Enphase. Okay. So now I'm gonna reset this, right? I'm gonna go ahead and reset it. I'm gonna refresh it so we can just start over for a new company. But you can see how powerful that is. I'm gonna repeat this again. I used 2016 numbers for Tesla, and we were able to predict what the stock price was going to be in 2024. Are you seeing this? Like, are you seeing the magic of this? They don't want to teach you this because they want you broke. That's what they want, right? They don't want you to learn this information. Right? All right. So let's go ahead and look at free cash flow for Enphase. Tell me when it turned positive. It has a false positive here. You can go ahead and look up top. You realize that they're just not there yet. Then it turned negative again, then really negative, and then all of a sudden you hit positive again. And then it obviously was at a better position because they diluted and all this other stuff. So let's just go back here and let's just go to like Enphase at like 2016. Okay. Enphase 2016, their revenue was 323 million. Okay. Right. 323 million. We're going to take 5%. We're going to equal this and we're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply it out. And then we're going to get 16.5 million. Now, if you go ahead and look at Enphase's earnings report, you would see that they're growing 75, sometimes 60 to 80, 75%. In some of their sectors that they said they're going to be doubling down, just like what we learned about the SaaS business, right? If you look at a company deeply, you'll be able to figure out its nuts and bolts. I've done this before in other videos. You can follow those videos, but you can look at the Brain Machine, open up the transcripts, which Brain Machine has access to, type in the quarter, and you'll see that they're growing over 75%, right? And industries that they're going to double down on. So you go ahead and you put in, again, these are earlier stage companies. I mean, we're literally in the beginning stages of these. So 2016 here. So shares was around 51 million shares for Enphase. So you put in 51 million and then you get a, recession of 94, a bear of 230, a base of 333 and a bull of 518. Now, again, obviously these are not to scale to right now, right? But you could see, and you could, 75 may sound a lot. You can go ahead and say 50%. You can go ahead and say 65%. You can go, but we'll just, I think it was like 75. So we'll just do 75. And you can see a bull of 518, 334, a bear. So just look at the base. The base is 334. Okay. Now you go ahead and you go, now we go to Enphase. Okay. We go to Enphase and then we go to like Max. And we go here, 2016. The stock price was literally $2.39. Does that sound familiar? Right? In fact, actually in 2017, it was actually 72 pennies. Now, I know that sounds familiar to you. So anyway, let's just say we're up here, and then it went all the way up to what? $336. Oh my God. It literally went near, to literally almost $2 away from our base case. Okay. And all we did was use numbers from 2016. I mean, seriously, how am I still alive sharing this information? I feel like Wall Street's like gonna go shoot me one day, right? Because they don't want you to know this information. They want you broke. They want you poor, right? Like they want you. I'm telling you, you know how much money you can win the lottery like 2-3 different times in a 10-year span. You know what I mean? It's freaking crazy. Okay, it's freaking crazy. All right. So, anywho, obviously this is very exciting. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's turn this off. And now let's go. And since Clover is not free cash flow on the full year, we have to use the quarterly because they're free cash flow on the quarterly. So you go ahead, you open up the help menu out of our beautiful stock terminal, the brain machine, right? This little thing is all called a brain machine, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, enjoy the football game. We're always gonna be here. I didn't even know there's a football game today. Yeah, my bad. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Stock fundamentals. Yeah, I have like freaking a memory of a freaking pigeon right now. No offense to pigeons. So I get complete quarterly financials. We click on that. We type in Clover because we're gonna do Clover now. We're gonna reset this like we always do. We're gonna type in CLOV stock, okay, and we're gonna go ahead and look at that $2.99. Holy moly! Okay, so it's all part of the game, guys. It's all part of the patterns. I've seen these patterns play in and play out. All right, we open up this. We got to go back to the spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. This is part of the stock terminal. Yes, you guys access all this cool stuff. This is free cash flow. We're going to make it big because, I can't see right now. I'm blind. We're going to turn all these numbers into dollar bills, dollar bill, y'all. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn all these numbers up here a little bigger so we can all see them together. Okay, and we're going to change the width of these. That sucks. Can I change the width? Come on, man. Excel, you going to do me like that? Column width. There it is. I don't know, 25? There it is. Doesn't that look good, guys? Doesn't that look good? So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to make this a lot bigger. We're going to bold it because it's important, and we're going to make it big. Okay, good. All right, so this one's a little too fat, so we're going to have to make it a little big here. It's a big negative right there. Right there. Okay, so you tell me now when Clover became positive, okay? This is free cash flow. Oh, why am I going from right to left? Because, what the hell? Sorry, hold on. The computer's freaking out. All right, we're going from 2019 to 2024. We're going from like left to right. Okay. Sorry if the audio is not working. It says that I have low signal. So I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here. So if it's in parentheses, it means it's negative. That's like accounting principles, right? Our stock terminal gives it an account because again, we're serious here. Okay. We have MBAs online. We got to make sure we do it right for them. Okay. All right. So it's obviously negative. We're going to go, oh, it was positive. But if you looked at it, this was obviously 2020. It's still early in the game, became positive again. It's just not, again, it's not real, right? Not yet. Now I believe it is. Negative. All of a sudden, now they're saying we are turning positive. So now we got 2 consecutive quarters of positive free cash flow, right? We had 2 consecutive quarters of positive free cash flow last year, but then we got destroyed with this, right? But again, we were exiting ACO, right? So we're going to see right now what's going to happen for Clover, but they're saying they are free cash flow positive. They are advocating it. And ladies and gentlemen, when we get Q1, Q2, and then now once we get the Q3 and Q4 and it becomes free cash flow positive in all 4 years, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be updated here. And these dumbass people on Wall Street, the ones that are lazy, are finally going to see it. And they're like, ooh, it's positive. They're going to go crazy. And then they're going to obviously jump in. Okay. Right now, only the astute, the ones that are really tracking the quarterly, are really looking at this. But we got 2 so you remember I told you I'm getting number 69. So you could get this here plus this. You get 69.8 million. That's where I'm getting that 69 from. Okay. We'll say 69.8. So we go 69.8, the free cash flow. And this is, remember, this is 69 0.8 of free cash flow for 2 quarters. We still got Q3 and Q4, and they may be positive. And if that's the case, it'll be higher than 69. I know you don't want it to be higher than 69 because that's a great number, right? But it's okay. The more, the better, the more, right? So you go 10 years into the future, and then you go in and let's just go ahead and say they're going to grow a lot like Oscar. We'll say, 45%. We'll go ahead and say, what could be, Clover? What could be, right? What has been unburdened by what has been, whatever that statement is, whatever the hell that means. I hope I made you laugh on that one. All right. So you can see it's $37, right? Right. What does she say? What has been burdened by what has not been, or something like this, right? So, not a hair is going. I don't even know what it means. I don't even know. Like, you know how many times I thought about it? I don't even know what it means. All right. So 69 million. Okay. Now remember, okay, Clove has been unburdened by what has been, Al. Right? Jesus, right. Al has been unburdened by what has been. Oh my God, dude. Okay. So I'm going to type that into chat freaking GPT. So let's assume now, though, if we can get this times 2, right? Or let's say, I know it's not fair, but I want to take 44 times 2. Sorry, times 4. But let's just, this is okay. Let me just, I'm speaking gibberish sometimes for you guys, so I want to make sure I make sense. So this is Q1 and Q2s, right? So if you want to get Q3 and Q4, let's assume that it's just double that, right? Let's just go ahead and take double this, and you get 139 million. So you put 139 million. Okay. And then you get $73. Okay. $73 at 45%. That's assuming if they give. Okay. Oh, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon wants to do the 44 times 4. Okay, let's do it because I want to know. So, okay, don't listen to this. This is wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and say equals 44 million times 4. Let's assume next year. I don't know about this year because we can't, because Q1 is 25 million. You get me? The numbers make sense. Let's assume that Q1 of next year all the way to Q4, they make 44 million. Heck, they might even make more. I don't know, but let's assume that $177 million. Okay. So let's go to 177 million. And there it is. So in the next 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, in the next 10 years, mark my words, right? 176. You got it, right? I put it right here. I have 177. The reason is because there's some numbers here. That's why. Okay. Mark my words, by what has been burdened, by what has been underwear. I don't know what the hell that means. Okay. Mark these words. Okay. In the next 10 years, just like we saw Enphase, just like we saw Tesla, in the next 10 years, right? I should go to the Washington Monument and give this speech to all the people. They're going to look at me like I'm crazy. Mark my words, to the people that listen, you will all be millionaires. Take it. Let a formerly homeless man teach you about intrinsic value. Oh God, dude, I'm going to pass out. This is too much. Okay. So, they're going to be like, this guy is like psychotic. He's having a brief psychotic disorder, right? So the next 10 years, okay? In the next 10 years, Clover Health is going to go anywhere between $20 to $94. Okay, that's assuming they grow 45%. Okay, just like Oscar. Now, if they don't grow 45%, and if they don't do that, well, obviously this won't come true. But if they do, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be some wealthy people. We're going to be some wealthy people. Because imagine, I'll give an example. On average, some folks have even 300,000 shares. Let's just make it, $200,000 shares multiplied by 90. What was it? Hold on. 94 bucks. That's around 18 million. All right, 18 million. Okay. Now go ahead. Let's go ahead. Okay. Let's go ahead and now multiply. Assume, let's say the options chain is juicy and it pays 5% per month. That's $940,000 a month. Multiply that by 12. You're making $11.2 million a year. Okay? This is the power of what has been unburdened by Al stock trades, okay? All right. And this coupon code, it will be unburdened soon, okay? It'll be unburdened by the end of September. Okay, so take advantage, right? Easy money, literally easy money. What's going on, D? What's going on? Who are some CLOV competitors? It's funny because if you ask Peter, he says there isn't any, right? Obviously, I have Oscar and stuff like that, right? And just like I told you, we were like risk off for like a day, and all of a sudden we're like, we're happy, right? And the reason why, and there's a reason why I made that song, right? I didn't make the song, but there's a reason why I put on that song. I said, don't you pump it up, pump, 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 right? Why? What's happening? What's happening this week? Okay. What's happening? Actually, let me just type in FOMC. Let's go FOMC and let's hit news. Okay. U.S. Fed policy decision in focus. All right. Some of the Wall Street thinks we're going to get a 50-point rate cut. Right? Cut what has been unburdened by what has been so we can all go to the freaking moon. Okay. Oh, who knows? Soft landing in the house, right? With Snoop Dogg. Rhyming. You know what I mean? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Let's go to CNBC. All right, let's see what CNBC says. CNBC. Oh, look at this. The Fed has the proof it wants that inflation is slowing, but the next move is still up in the air. No, it's not, you stupid CNBC. No, it's not. You see, this is what they give to dumb money. Right? Now, we know what they're going to do. It's either going to be a 25 or 50 basis point rate cut. Okay? So CNBC, shut up. Okay? Shut up. All right. So anywho, I'm very excited. This is very exciting. I wanted to just kind of break down this intrinsic value so you can see the power of the intrinsic value, right? The power of the mystery box, right? So, you can see I'm having fun with this, right? Because, not only are we minting new millionaires with this play and all the other plays and all the other stocks that we called out, and especially in our portfolio hedging modeling system, we're doing it together, right? And you could go ahead and learn this at Stanford, but first you gotta spend $250,000, right? And might as well invest that, right? Someone just commented and said, I'd rather put that in Clover, not financial advice, right? And then learn intrinsic value, from the Al Stock Trades platform, right? But it's just crazy. We built this platform together as a family, right? And look at it, right? I mean, we're kicking ass, we are kicking ass, right? Wall Street now is going to be coming on in, right? They're going to be like, I'm getting a lot, again, for all the people that are watching our channel on LinkedIn, remember, I have LinkedIn Premium. I know exactly who clicks on me. So I see you. There's a lot of people from Wall Street clicking on my profile. But who is this Albert guy? Who is this Al guy? Al Stock Trades. Who is this guy from the basement, right? Right? Guy from the basement. The power of the intrinsic value, the power of the mystery box. Don't ever underestimate the power of the mystery box. Exactly. You got it. You got my little subtle joke in there. You got it, right? Cold hard cash, right? Don't underestimate this little box here. I swear to God, what's inside of your telephone screens right now is going to make you so rich that it's way better than watching any bullshit you can watch online. I'm telling you this right now, right? I'm giving you what has changed my life, okay? This is what changed my life, right? I'm showing you what they don't want you to know about. They don't want you to know about this. They want you broke. They want you in that rat race. They want you to wake up at screw the 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's like the cush life now. They want your ass to work by 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. They want you working like a dog, right? And then, you saw that video of that poor guy from 7-Eleven. He got an email from the CEO smiling, saying, "Congratulations on your 50 years. Have a great day at work." That's 50 years of working at 7-Eleven. 50 freaking years. And you can't just take $500. I mean, how many people work 50 freaking years at 7-Eleven? It can't be all the company. You can't just give $1,000 or like 10 grand to someone who works 50. You can't just do that and say, "Here's something." They don't care. They don't care about you. Your employers don't care about you. They'll replace you. You die, you'll get replaced. Okay? Learn how to do this. Learn how to be free. Okay? So you can do what the hell you want. This is freedom. What you're staring into the screen right now, this is freedom. Okay? I'm telling you right now. You don't believe me? You'll see. Watch the channel, right? Watch the channel. You'll see, right? You're going to see some changes, right? You're going to, the little meme or something, people will start noticing, right? This guy from Under the Bridge, right? That literally should be my advertisement. Learn how to be a millionaire from the guy under the bridge. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. From begging for change to provide, honestly, I never did that, right? I was actually in the library learning. I never did that. I'm not saying people that do that is bad, but that I can't claim that line. I can't claim that line. I want to, right? That's a good line. Okay. Right. Maybe in the movie, right. We can stretch it, but that one, I can't claim that. Right. Right. Well, one time, a long time ago, I actually called, like the, like what's it called? The social help people. And I said, I need help. I did do that. So there was that. Maybe we should get out of the stocks and think about it for a while and think, Steve freaking West, man, freaking CNBC, literally, I had to get out of the stock for a little bit and I had to think about it and then I come back in. Right? What the fuck? What the freaking frick is wrong with this guy? I had to think about it and come back in, right? This is what they feed dumb money. We can't be pulling a... Hey, okay. Ken still watches the channel. Ken is the part of us. One of us. One. Jesus, guys, we're doing this together, guys. You know how amazing this is? You know how amazing this is, guys? We're doing it all together. Okay? So you're going to see a bunch of millionaires pop up right now. We're going to be freaking going to freaking Las Vegas, and we're going to be dressed up like freaking clove gangsters, and people at the freaking bartending are going to be like, "Who are these people? Why are they wearing green?" And be like, "We're clove tards, right? Get it right. We're clove tards." And they're going to be like, "I don't care what you are. You guys give us some fat tips. That's what you guys are, right?" All right. Party in Vegas. Oh, guys, honestly, I'm telling you guys right now, I don't know how big you want to go, right? But seriously, I want this to be like The Hangover, right? Obviously I can't do all that, but I want it to be that pizzazzful. I want this to be the shit, right? I want fireworks to come out of our freaking butts, okay? You understand me? We're going to party so freaking hard that even Vegas doesn't know what to do with us. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Hangover came to my brain, right? Exactly. That's literally, it came to my brain too. Go big. That's a good t-shirt. That is a really good t-shirt. I'm telling you, right? Go big or go homeless, right? Al stock trades. Jesus Christ, this is so wrong, guys. This is so wrong in so many ways. Oh my God. Holy crap. Yeah, guys, this is good. This is good. honestly, if you can't laugh about it, I mean, for me, I used to be so messed up by those years, but now laughing at it, oh my god, dude, it's made it so much it's how you heal, right? It's how you heal. But holy shit, we did it. We're gonna just watch this thing grow now, and then we're gonna just make some option money, and then we're gonna create the real estate side of things, and that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Oh, more to come, my friends. More to come. We're gonna have a great time together. It's gonna be fun, dude. This is gonna be fun. Any case, if you do want to join the party, and if you want to be part of this crazy wackadoodle journey that we're creating here, the coupon code will expire soon. Take advantage of it. Join the family. We have a great time, guys. I mean, it's fun. You know what I mean? So join the family. Go big or go homeless, right? Oh my god, guys. All right. Whew, well, I'm gonna get some rest. I gotta be up in a couple of hours, actually. I would close. Would you? Well, I mean, here's the thing. Not financial advice, but I already calculated the intrinsic value. Watch the video, Daniel Kim. Watch the video, Daniel Son. Right from the Karate Kid, Daniel Son. Watch the, watch the video. Wax on, wax off. Right. All right. Watching from the beginning. Yeah. Right. Exactly. From the beginning. All right, guys. Yeah, you just got here. Oh man, you missed it, man. You missed it. Let me double check here, and we'll close it off with a nice little video here. We'll close it off really nicely for you guys here. We'll go ahead and do some something special here, and let's see if we can just do this correctly, because I'm not really good at this stuff here. All right. Have a good day, everybody, or good night. I'll see you soon on the moon.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. To pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, 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 up.